Yo, what's going on, everyone? Welcome to another stream with Snipe Points. It's your host Jamal. I just wanted to hop on, like I do, just and break down MGC with you guys. See what I see what I'll potentially be looking at in the morning time, and yeah, let's just see where we're at. Let's get to it. As we can see here, I'm gonna start out here on the weekly chart. Price did reach 5,000, like we previously discussed. Let me get some previous. Yeah, like we discussed in the previous weeks, you all. Uh, I just wanted to start off here on the weekly chart, just give us a macro and breakdown, go down from there. We're here at the H3. This is the yearly H3. We went ahead and crossed above last week. Again, forgot to minimize my camera. Sorry about that for you all. Okay, yeah, I'm just gonna start off on the macro and go down from there. I said here we go on the weekly chart and we can see where these yearly pivots last week was a pretty good week, a good strong week. It was a for me overall it was a straight week. Yo, what's good, Theophilus? It was a good week overall. Um, it took like one some. I mean, one kept going one for one. I think Friday I went one for two and everything. Just couldn't get the big winners like I wanted to, especially last week. The opportunities definitely presented themselves. As we can see here with this how last week closed with this strong Maribozu. And so yeah, like I said, last week crossed above the yearly H3. As we know, above the H3. This sound better? Sound a little better. Yo, test on my. Okay, appreciate that, y'all. Okay, yes, as we were saying here, crossed above the H3. Like we said, that's very bullish. Overall, good sign for gold. As we can see, we closed right below the 5,000 last week and gapped above to the 5,000. Shout out to Alexandria in the comments too. Appreciate y'all for keeping me on my mic quality. So yeah, we like I said, we gapped here above 5,000. Here we're climbing here, of course, making all-time highs. As we see, price made a high value node here on the volume indicator. So this is where it's showing like a lot of traffic here is being traded. What price? So if we get here, like basically, I just look at it as another support area and a strong support area for price to have to either break down or definitely see some action in here in this area. And of course, we have this these fair value gaps below to be expected with all the bullish nature of price. As we can see here on the daily, yesterday closed green, which kind of didn't make sense to me because at the end of the afternoon session in New York, it price did drop, but this is how the daily candle is showing close. And as we can see today, bulls have surged back into the market, bouncing here at this daily fair value gap here. We're trading above the monthly H6, this 4966.6 area. This is the last week for these pivots here on the daily because we know these are the monthly pivots, and we're going to be going into February here soon. So these will reset, and we'll see what price, where the new levels are at next week. But in the meantime, we're trading above the H6. Got above it last week, crossed above the H5 to H6. So of course, the H6, as we know, is going to become like our support area with this fair value gap. But I'm also looking to see if price closes below this level, it'll give us probably give us the momentum to test the yearly H3 here, which is where I marked with this red line. So we'll see. Like I said, it's coming in prices coming into this daily high value node area here at the top. So we'll see how it tests the highs. I was looking at yesterday's lows, and I can see yesterday's lows held. Well, so we can see here on the 4 hour. Okay, as we can see here on the 4 hour, like we said, Monday open with a gap to the upside, and we see it accumulated Monday, and then we also got a consolidation here during New York, the consolidation and distribution, as we know, like the AMD cycle or whatever. So it looks like price is getting ready to accumulate again, bouncing from this 4 hour fair value gap here early in the Asian session. We're showing strong strength by the bulls here. Below the weekly H3 is where we fell from. Come back to test this consolidation. So this would be the area I'm definitely looking for, to see if overnight during London, if we get if we continue to reject up here, or if we can get a close above to show that price wants to continue to make all-time highs. But also, so that's just going to help me to be careful, because we never know where the price is going to put the high end and decide to really come make a strong pullback. So um, we can see this 4 hour candle was about to close. It looks like it's going to close pretty green and bullish here in this area. And on the 1 hour, it just confirms pretty much what we are seeing on the 4 hour. Price coming up, test these highs, this consolidation here. So looking like it's ready to accumulate. Which, what I mean by that is to go ahead and continue to make a new high here, close above here, and make a higher high, and continue to go to the next weekly level, which would be this H4 to 5181.9 area. But we got to see how the week plays out. All right, let's go down here to this 15 minutes so we can see what price been doing for the day here and look at these intraday levels. We can, excuse me, y'all. We can see here price did open. Here it exploded from the L4, open up here and rejected and tested the bottom of the CPR as we were below, and then see it made a higher high here. And now we're trading within the CPR, but it's showing signs that it may want to break. Maybe it through London, it may want to consolidate here within the CPR area. Then hopefully in New York, maybe get a close above, continue here to the highs. Maybe make a new high, test this H3 area, make a new higher, all-time high. Like I said, we're above VWAP, so I'm going to remain bullish for today, especially as long as we remain above this VWAP. Pretty sure we'll get another test here coming here during London session. Who knows, London session may take it up and test these highs overnight. I just look to see. We don't have any news. No news today. FOMC comes out at 2, so can definitely see in price be a ranging type of day. Continue to um test some of these lows and probably could remain here in the CPR. Maybe just test these highs here, just range here in this between yesterday's high and yesterday's low. Cause like I said, FOMC. Which meeting is it that's coming out? Oh yeah, we got the funds rate in the statement. I ain't really reading them to see if they what they're projected to do. They're projected to cut or hold. We can read that through that in a minute on the article here on Trading View. See what the uh, fundamental news is on here on gold. But yeah, like I said, we're showing real bullish signs early here. But just trading within the CPR, like I said, I probably won't look at it until we get a strong close above the CPR area to see if we can take it up here just to be sure because I just like to be cautious within these areas because, like I said, price can tend to trap in here and will range and not get the be like wicks and testing the tops and bottoms. So just don't want to get caught up in that. Like we said, we'll see where we at in the morning. That was just basically saying some Trump and rising tariffs on South Korea, on autos, pharmaceuticals, and lumber. So basically, just I don't know, just giving reasons why gold is just surging higher. Like I said, like I was reading an article one time, it was saying how gold and just all the fundamental news just point forward to continue to rise with all the economic turmoil going on around the world, and especially with the interest rates and everything. Not seeing anything about the rate so far. Kind of want the rate. Really just looking to see if they expect it to hold or anything. I would expect them to hold. I'm expecting the 0.25 point percent basis cuts right now or anything. I don't know. Y'all let me know what y'all think. Don't try to be no expert on this stuff. Just try to see how the candles move and where they move. But yeah, this bounce seems to be the thing that been the move for the night, coming down, testing this L4 area and getting this bounce and then break above VWAP. But like I said, coming into the CPR, cautious, and plus I just like to see how the Asia session is going to play out and just pretty much make my move when I get up in the morning for New York session. Speaking of trades, oh, Also, I meant to see everybody. Hopefully, y'all staying warm out there. I know it's been the cold weather finally hit us out here in Florida. We did have some good weather this weekend, but I know my family and all everybody got snow. I heard, and like I know my fam out there in Texas. I hope y'all staying warm. I know Texas usually don't be prepared for that type of stuff. Oh yeah, definitely ain't trying to short go right now. I'm just trying to let it catch its show its bottom and continue to bounce and make these all time highs until it shows otherwise. That's it. Only thing with gold, I know it will like to consolidate here. Like we go back on like a on just a higher time frame. This is the start of the year. No, start of the month. Really, yeah, the month of year. Been surging off, but as you can see, from October really to uh December, it was kind of just catching its bottom, come back, find a value, testing these and made this double bottom here, continue to rise. So just want to see where it's going to decide to consolidate. Oh, that's good to hear. Y'all good out there. Just like I like to hear. Know that cold weather. Hopefully it passed by now. I don't know. I ain't been checking the forecast for real. Ready for the winter time to be over with. Excuse me, I need to add some water. So, like I said, just to see when we finally do put that high in and decide to pull back for a month or two just to see when it is. I don't want to get caught in that. So definitely just trying to be cautious here. These all time highs, especially since we crossed over this this 5,000 psychological level. But man, I'm just my question is how far gold gonna continue to rise? Like, 'cause it's like I said, everything pointing for it to continue to go up around the world. So man, we see 10,000 in our lifetime probably coming up. Who knows? But yeah, it's definitely ain't trying to step in front and shorten nothing. The the officers. Anybody else taking any trades on anything besides gold out there? Um, I know a lot of people. I used to trade the Qs heavy, but like I said, man, I got tired of getting whooped up a little bit, so I had to switch it up and just wanted to study one product for a while, and get familiarized and learn it inside and out, and yeah, just get my mental right on that. And gold seems to be the best thing sticking with me right now, so that's why this is the main thing I talk about. But one or any other anybody else been placing any other trades out there, please don't be afraid to comment, put it in the chat. I ain't sure. I guess we got a couple more minutes left. Let's just look at how my week went last week. A little bit. Let's look at Friday. Friday. This is the day I said I went. Friday was the last day I traded, so that's the one. I just wanted to look at what you guys how that day went. Just break down how my psyche was that day, and just what I was thinking. Okay, as we can see here, I took about it was really three trades. It's just I got out, accidentally closed out one, and but this is the full trade here where I got out at the price of 4963 was the actual winner. But I was bullish on Friday. Let's go break it down, see what it is. See, I took my first trade here, 10-11. I'm just right try mapping out. Yeah. Ten, 11, 4, 9. Okay, so sorry about that, y'all. I had to set this up. Just trying to get y'all visual of what the trade I was looking to take. This is the first one here. We can see here at 4954.3 is where I got in at here. It took a long because they said we were above the VWAP. It was some news that had released on Friday. What had released? I was waiting on this. Why I took it at 10. I was waiting on that news to come out. Oh, I got force factor. Yeah, the flash service PMI. So I was just waiting on that to come out for the U.S. news, and then the revised UOM consumer sentiment. Like I said, price was showing signs of bullishness. We're above the cross back above the VWAP and was rejecting going lower here at the like I said we had got this rejection here the 13 EMA. We crossed back above the VWAP, and then I seen this 5 minute candle come down here and test the VWAP, but I failed to close below, so that's why I decided just to go ahead and hop in with the momentum going to the upside. But no, yeah, this is the candle that took me out because this one came and bounced, and then this pullback I was not able to survive. As you see, I had the 5 point stop loss, and price came back and tested the VWAP and just above the 13 EMA again. So and then it decided to take off again, but at oh my camera don't die. But at 10:21, I decided to try it again because you can see I seen like I said I was just trusting. Like I said, we're above the VWAP here. It wasn't really a revenge trade because, like I said, all my technicals were still aligning. We were getting a slope with the EMAs. The lower EMAs were above the higher EMA. EMAs were above the VWAP. Where we were surging higher. All the news was out the way, so just really feel like it was stop loss placement for the contract size. Maybe I could have lowered the contract size, but I was just trying to be consistent on just my 10 points, what I've been looking for. So ended up taking another year, like I said, 10:21 took another one at 49, 48. So a little bit lower than here. This that 10:21. Oh, well, this 15 minute. This is better on the 5 minute because this is the my execution time window and not what I usually like to look at for price. So here again at 10:20 is where I got. So that one lasted 10:15. I was taken out, and then on the first trade in 10:20, I decided to get in 5 minutes later because, like I said, I was the technicals were still pointing for gold to continue to rise. I said we got this bounce here at the VWAP, and guess I could have been a little bit more patient for the close above, but I just didn't want to take off without me and overthink my entry, so I just decided to get in and was taken out a minute later because price was still coming down, testing the VWAP. It just wasn't going off for a reason, but I was able to get in for one trade. It finally went off at my entry price at 4948 here at 1027 when I got this trade. So coming in at the close of the initial balance. Like I said, we were starting to come up here and close, and we finally got to close above the 13 not the 13 but the 8 EMA, which is what I kept trying to enter around here. This yellow line is 8 EMA because kept was hoping price was going to close and continue to finally test and go above, but like I just said, I guess timing was just a little bit off. I decided I got ended up getting 15 points out of this. It could have held for longer because price continued to surge, but I felt like after the losses I took, I didn't want to be greedy and get caught up in uh, losing my profits. I think at that point, like I said, just take them, just took my base hits and just walked away. So I ended the day with like uh 206. Like I said, it was cool. I got to look at the overall basis. That would have been 963 for the week. Even though this is like on my quote unquote my combine quote unquote practice account, this still gives me good reps for when I actually hop into trading my real live account, like when this is actual like real live profit, like I'm making setting up these weekly goals, I can see I can, even if I take a loss, I'm can know my reads are correct. Maybe it might just be stop loss placements or something, but just to trust myself and continue to build and on what I'm doing. So um, like I said, when I actually trade the my actual real account, this will just showing growth. So I hope you guys enjoy. No, just rambling a little bit. Just want to come in and tune in, check in with you guys. I know it's been a minute. I hope you guys enjoyed yourselves. Stay safe, stay blessed. If you have any questions or comments, don't be afraid to comment or anything. Again, thank you for tuning in. Love you all.